Hello everyone, welcome back to Learn to Code in Python. So this is our day 4 in our series, and today we'll be focusing on two-pointer technique. So this will be useful for solving many problems in lead code and in your real interview as well. So today I picked two interesting problems and I've come up with solutions, and I'll explain how it is working. So first of the problem which I'm going to discuss is container with most water. So let's go to the problem as such. So you are given an integer array with height of length n. There are n vertical lines drawn such that the two endpoints of the ith line are I0 and I of height of I. So the problem here is we are supposed to find two lines that together with x-axis form a container such that the container will have the most water. So we just need to give the maximum amount of water the container can store, and we don't even need to provide which index that is and all of those things. So for solving this, we will be using the two-pointer technique. So to visualize this problem better, I've created this visualization which will give you better visualization of this problem. So how this two-pointer technique works is basically you have an array and you will have a pointer on the left side and you will have a pointer on the right side. So in the initial state, when you're starting this loop, your left pointer will be pointing to 0 and right pointer will be pointing to n. So your current array, your current water container area is 8. So now we will move one step either left or right. Since the left is having lesser height, we will take the left. So now the current area is 49 because the overall length of this one is 7 and then height of it is 7 and overall it is 49. So now next, if you go to the next stage, now the least amount of height is there on the right side, so we'll move right hand side. So the current area is 18, so it's again it'll be less than 49, and again next one we will still move in this side. Current area is 40, so it's still not greater than 49, and then next one is current area is 16. It is also not maximum area is not getting over. So overall the maximum area is 49 that we were able to achieve by figuring out using this two-pointer technique. We moved either left or right. So this is how I have coded this logic. So we have initialized left and right, and then we have set the max area, and while left is lesser than right, we are going ahead in this loop. So we'll calculate the area of each and every section, and then we'll find out if max area is greater than that area, then we'll change that max area. So we will go either left +1 or right -1. So that's how we are able to get this problem's solution. And let me just try and run this, and let me submit this solution. So it works fine, and I'm going to submit the solution as is. Okay, so this covers my first problem which I wanted to discuss today, and again it is accepted and it is fairly okay. All I wanted to do was solve the problem. I didn't focus much on if it will be in the best time complexity and best space complexity. I'm just wanting to solve the problem and then moving forward. So the next problem which I wanted to discuss today is the valid palindrome 2. So we have saw the palindrome problem a couple of days ago, and what a palindrome is. Palindrome is a string. Basically, if you read it from left to right or right to left, it should still be the same. So this is an extension to the palindrome, and again it's an easy problem, but it's an extension to the palindrome problem. So what it means is this problem is we are given a string, and it can be a palindrome or it cannot be a palindrome. Either one is fine. But if you remove any one character from that string, if it is a string, if it can be a palindrome in that case. If we remove one character from the string and if it is becoming a palindrome, then we need to return true. And if it, even after removing one character, if you cannot make it a palindrome, then we will return it as false. So this is the high level overview of how this question, what this problem is. So as we can see, this is also a solution where we can use our two pointers, a two pointer technique. Basically, you have an array, you will have a pointer in the left and you will have a pointer in the right. So for this use case, again, I have a visualization created in here. So we'll input this big string. So when we start, when we start the loop, what we will do is we'll start from either, we'll start and we'll move one step at a time. So if both the characters on the left and right are matching, then we move forward. And if at all, if we are going, if we are stuck in a situation where it is not matching, we will move in the next character and see if it can be, if we can remove it, and then we'll move forward. And in this case, if I remove this s, I can find a valid palindrome. So that string is a valid for a palindrome. So that's how I have brought the logic to it. So this will be this solution will be again working via two pointer technique, where we are just checking, we are taking 2 pointers and then skipping either left or right, and then we are calling, we are trying to check if if that range is palindrome or not. So this is how I have coded this particular solution. So what I have done is I have initiated left and right, and then I have a loop to a while loop to check if left is lesser than right, and then if s of left is not equal to s of right, then what we are doing is we are just trying to see is valid. If we take out either left or right, if it can become a palindrome, that we are checking. And then if we cannot, even after taking out left or right, if it cannot make a palindrome, if we cannot move forward, then we'll return it as false. And if the overall loop works fine, even after after skipping one character, then basically we are saying that it is true, it is a palindrome. So that's how I've come up with this solution. So since the video length was pretty high on the previous days, I have come up with only two problems, the simple solutions. I just wanted to explain the concept on how we got the solution and how I was able to visualize the problem and get an accurate solution. Let me just try and submit this and see if it will also be accepted. So that seems to be accepted and it looks pretty okay. So that marks the end of today's video. So if you do like this video, please do like and share and subscribe to this channel so that we can create similar videos for us. Thank you.